Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate, it oppresses. There is no Kanta consciousness without pain. The debt we owe to the play of imagination is incalculable. Knowledge rests not upon truth alone, but upon error also. Often the hands will solve a mystery that the intellect has struggled with in vain. It all depends on how we look at things and not how they are in themselves. Where love rules, there is no will to power, and where power predominates, love is lacking. The one is the shadow of the other. Shame is a soul-eating emotion. Nothing has a stronger influence psychologically on their environment, and especially on their children, than the unlived life of the parent. The least of things with a meaning is worth more in life than the greatest of things without it. To ask the right question is already half the solution of a problem. To me, dreams are part of nature, which harbors no intention to deceive but expresses something as best it can. The capacity for directed thinking I call intellect. The capacity for passive or undirected thinking I call intellectual intuition. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to a better understanding of ourselves. Creative powers can just as easily turn out to be destructive. It rests solely with the moral personality. Whether they apply themselves to good things or to bad, and if this is lacking, no teacher can supply it or take its place. A special ability means a heavy expenditure of energy in a particular direction with a consequent drain from some other side of life. If a man knows more than others, he becomes lonely. I regret many follies which sprang from my obstinacy, but without that trait I would not have reached my goal. The greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved, but only outgrown. A man who has not passed through the inferno of his passions has never overcome them. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become. The first half of life is devoted to forming a healthy ego. The second half is going inward and letting go of it. I shall not commit the fashionable stupidity of regarding everything I cannot explain as a fraud. The shoe that fits one person pinches another. There is no recipe for living that suits all cases. Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. The acceptance of oneself is the essence of the whole moral problem and the epitome of a whole outlook on life. Find out what a person fears most, and that is where he will develop next. Man meets difficulties. They are necessary for health.